Hi, I'm Chris Brown from Teed & Brown, and I want to thank you first of all for taking your time to watch this video clip. See, as a future turfgrass professional, you've got big decisions to make in terms of which direction to take your career, and there's certain opportunities out there that you may not even be aware existed. At Teed & Brown, we have one of those unique opportunities, and I hope you'll take the next few minutes to watch this video clip, learn more about it, and if you're interested in finding out more, at the end of the clip will be my contact information. I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you again for your time. Starbucks. Let me tell you, if I've got any addictions, it's nice and strong coffee. You know, there's two things I really love about Starbucks. Number one is, well, the strong coffee and the high caffeine content. And number two is the fact that everywhere I turn, there's a new Starbucks location. In fact, just a few years ago, it seemed like every time I turned around, there was a new Starbucks opening up, or if there wasn't one already, there was a sign in an empty storefront window that said, Starbucks coming soon. Now, this is great for a guy like me, but it's great for another reason as well, and that is, each of these independent Starbucks locations, and that's what they are, is independent locations, is owned and run by a local businessman or businesswoman. You see, they enter into what's called a franchise agreement with the Starbucks company. They have their own coffee shop, but they get to use the name, the logo, the brochures, and the product line from a well-established, larger company. It's the best of both worlds. You give small businessmen and women the opportunity to open their own business and therefore build their own wealth, and you distribute your own product and expand on your own brand name. This is the same system that Teed & Brown uses. Now, I'm going to take you through the process of how we're going to get you from where you're sitting right now into owning your own Teed & Brown franchise. The Forbes 400, the 400 richest Americans. You know, I've always believed that if you want to do something and you want to do it well, you should look at those who've already done it well and emulate what they're doing. Now, that's why I'm taking a look at the people who've proven to be the best at building wealth. You know, if there's one common denominator that almost all of these guys share, it's that they own a large percentage of a business. And in many cases, they own the entire business. Now, how does that apply to guys like you and me? Well, the principle remains. Ownership is the key to building wealth and becoming financially stable and independent. Well, let's take, for example, a lawn care business operator, or even an irrigation business, or a landscaping business. Now, let's pretend that you own one of these businesses, and you're able to draw a $100,000 salary per year off of this business. Now, you're doing pretty well. Now, let's say you've got a good friend of yours who's a golf course superintendent or a sports field manager, and he's also earning $100,000 a year. Well, what's the real difference? The primary difference is that you own your business, and that's worth something. Just like Bill Gates is worth $51 billion because of his shares of Microsoft stock, your net worth is tied into your ownership of your business. Now, depending on which accountant you talk to, most small businesses like this are worth several times the annual profit. So if you're making $100,000 a year, you own a business that's worth several $100,000. What about your friend who's the golf course superintendent or the sports field manager? Well, he's still living a comfortable lifestyle, but the truth of the matter is you are far more financially independent and better off than him simply because you took the route of starting up and running your own business. That's why Teed & Brown is something you should be considering. It's our goal to get you into a position of owning your own business within 5 years. Now, the first stage in getting you from where you are into owning your own Teed & Brown franchise is that you're going to actually come and work for us in our current location. You see, down in Lower Fairfield County, we already have a well-established customer base. What we're going to do is put you in charge of one town, let's say in this case, New Canaan, which has approximately 100 average clients. What you'll do is, on a day-to-day basis, go out, supervise and service the lawns. You will meet with the clients, deal with customer relations, and start learning how to perform new sales in your territory. Once you've had a chance to do that for a season, you'll be comfortable knowing how to run your own lawn care business on a day-to-day basis. That's when stage 2 kicks in. In order to run your own lawn care business, you're going to need to develop a variety of skills to be able to do it properly. These can include everything from routing and planning for a day, analyzing new territories, new sales, customer relations, purchasing new materials, supervising, performing lawn applications. Now these are all skills that you're going to need to develop. And at Teed & Brown, we're dedicated to teaching you exactly how to do these things the proper way and giving you the opportunity to learn by doing. Stage 2 kicks in when we decide upon a new territory that we want to expand our business into. You'll be put in charge of this new expansion. You'll be the supervisor, director, and driving force behind Teed & Brown growing into a new location. Now, as such, you're going to be in charge of all aspects of running the business, everything from actually servicing the lawns, to dealing with the customers, to doing all the new sales into an area that we don't currently have in the business. This is going to be the best way for you to learn how to build up a new business from scratch. Once you've done this, and we've turned that new territory into a well-established business in and of itself, that's when Stage 3 kicks in. All right, congratulations, go get it. Now, do you remember Stage 2? Well, Stage 3 basically takes that one step further. That territory that you built up and started for us, we partition it off, turn it into a franchise in and of itself that you will own, operate, and run. We get to expand our business by getting into new territories with your help. You get to start up your own business and begin building your own personal wealth. Again, it's a win-win. Thanks for taking the time to meet with me today. Now, I hope I've given you something to think about, and at the very least, I hope I've shown you that there's a lot of opportunities out there within the turfgrass industry that may be different from what you've already been exposed to. In the meantime, if there's anything I've said that interests you, and if you'd like to find out more, my contact information follows at the end of this tape. Thank you again. Good luck with everything, no matter what you choose to do. I'm Chris Brown from Teed & Brown.